Good morning, amigos. It's day 4. We got a pretty cool view today. Yeah, we're gonna go make breakfast. Alright, I just finished getting ready for the day, but before we get breakfast going, we're gonna talk about the plans real quick for today. Alright, so the plan for today is we're gonna start off by switching sites. We like this site over here, but we were riding bikes yesterday. We rode all the way up the mountain here, and we saw a couple way better ones. So we're gonna get all our stuff packed up, switch sites, and we're gonna cook breakfast over there. All right, we just got to our new spot. This place is awesome. We got a real nice campfire area. We got a perfect flat spot for the tent. And we even got a stream right here. The stream runs all the way down the side of our camp, but cool little stream. All right, we finally got all of our stuff put out. We got the whole camp set up. Now we're finally gonna start for breakfast. Andy's over here. He made us coffee. Maybe a nice jug of coffee here. It's like, at home I would not drink this, but cheers. Delicious. Especially when you haven't had coffee in 3 days. It's just so nice, man. So our food setup basically is we kind of do a breakfast, lunch, and dinner plan. We've got 2 big ass bags of oats. Probably should keep them out of the sun to keep them from getting fungi. So the reason we want to get rid of these or get these oats out of the sun is if you've ever heard of the Salem witch trials, it's because they kept all their bread making materials and oats in an area that was getting baked by the sun constantly. So basically, all those oats, the fungi they were growing, one of those fungi was called ergot, and ergot has LSD in it in like small amounts, not like a tab of acid like you would think. Not that strong, and that's why all those people, they were basically just tripping on LSD a little bit, and that's what drew them to the crazy conclusions that people had witch powers and that all the storms that were happening were caused by the evil witches. So yeah, a little history lesson, that's the Salem witch trials. We got a bunch of oats for breakfast. Our dinner is a ton of canned chicken, big ass bag of rice, a lot of black beans, and we have spices and sauces. So that's our meal plan. Today for breakfast though, instead of doing oats, we decided we want to make pasta and pasta sauce. But first, I do have to make a fire, so I'm gonna get that. All right, so today we're gonna be using a ferro rod to make the fire instead of a lighter, so it's gonna be more like a survival situation. I like to do most of my stuff as close to survival situations possible, other than just the basic van life stuff. But yeah, we got some dried tree bark. I guess I'm not really sure what this is off of. Yeah, I just got some of that bark, and it's all nice and dry because we're in the desert. And I'm just breaking it up, get it just nice and fine pieces. I like to just kind of make a ball out of it and just pinch it, pull it apart, twist it, pinch it, pull it apart. You get what I'm doing. That just really makes it nice and easy to get that spark lit. All right, the fire's been going for quite a while now. It's just about good even coals, you know, perfect for cooking. So here's what we got for breakfast. We're gonna do some protein pasta. We got some marinara sauce. We got some Old Bay. We also got some garlic powder, salt, and pepper, you know. We're gonna spice this up as good as possible. And then yeah, there's no protein, so I'm gonna chop up a beef stick or two and toss that in. All right, we got some water boiling over here. And I got this smaller pot here, and we're gonna cook the sauce up in that. Get our sauce going. All right, we're gonna get some garlic powder. Obviously some salt. All right, we're gonna salt our water up a good bit. Get a good bit of pepper in there. God, these fucking containers, dude. Good bit of pepper in there. All right. All right, now we're just gonna cook up this sauce a little bit longer. Throw in some pasta. It's gonna be our breakfast. I think it's gonna be delicious. All right, we're gonna experiment with this sauce. We're gonna get that Old Bay in there. Should be plenty. All right, water's good and boiling. We're gonna get our pasta in there. That should be plenty. All right, we just got our sauce off the stove. We got the sauce going good. We got it all seasoned up. It's pretty good. We got our noodles here. We're gonna add this meat stick to our sauce right here. Let's see how that is.
Should I grab another one?
Sure. All right, guys, dinner is served. Or I don't know what is wrong with me. I keep calling it dinner. This is definitely not dinner. It's like 11 a.m. Especially when you're hungry. This is really good. Cheers, everybody. And he's getting his portion right here. How is it?
Gets the thumbs up, dude. That's fire.
Good.
The meat stick,
Is it good?
the meat sticks in there are actually good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just beef.
You wouldn't really expect it, but and they have a little, like, little spice flavor.
If you're into the flavor of Old Bay, I think you'd like it. I love Old Bay, so for me this is perfect. But yeah, see you guys when I'm done eating. All right, guys, that was an awesome breakfast. I caught myself this time. I was gonna call it dinner again, but that was an awesome breakfast, though. I'm very happy with how that turned out. So it's really a nice, like, 75 degrees where I'm standing right now. I mean, it still is pretty early in the year. It's what, mid-March or something like that. Times and dates don't matter when you're out here. I'm gonna take a shot at making that Outdoor Boys bread. We're gonna do it how they do it. We got a jar of honey over here, and actually some really nice honey. Where's this honey from? Isn't it like Russian or something?
Ukraine.
We got Ukrainian honey here, and it's probably the best honey I've ever had. And we just put a good half stick of butter in there. Korpatsky.
Yeah.
Korpatsky.
Korpatsky.
Korpatsky. Absolutely delicious. All right, guys, we got camp all cleaned up. We got our dishes cleaned. Everything's all nice and organized and neat. Andy's over there. He's about to head off on a hike. He's gonna go, not much of a hike, more of a climb. But that big rock up there, he's gonna try to climb that one. If he can make it to the top of that, he's gonna go up to that one. But yeah, we'll hopefully get some video of him up at the top. We are gonna hang out here at camp, and we're gonna make some Outdoor Boys style bread. I can't wait to do this. I've been wanting to do this for years now, ever since I first saw them do it, because it looks just so good. We got our honey butter. So our ingredients, if you didn't know, we're gonna just do bread flour, yeast, a little bit of salt, and some water. At least that's how he does it. Sometimes he doesn't even use salt. All right, so we got our bag here. All right, so according to Luke, the best way to do this is to just throw it all in there and not measure, just eyeball everything. And he says that's how it turns out best. So we're gonna get our yeast here. We got one of these packets. Not gonna do too much, but good amount of yeast in there. And with that, we're gonna all right. We got our salt, yeast, and flour in there. And get that nice and mixed up. And then because we're able to, I think I'm gonna warm up this water real quick. Just get a little bit hotter for that yeast. We're not gonna do it too hot, but just warm to the touch. Hopefully get that yeast to work its job a little bit better. I mean, Luke doesn't normally do that. All right, got a Jetboil set up. All right, I did about 16 ounces of water in there. Not sure if that'll be enough. I mean, I'm not really a bread making expert. Again, we don't want it to be boiling. We don't want to kill the yeast, but sounds like you do want it to be slightly warmed up. That water's pretty warm now. Just add our water in there. My little kind of technique I found is kind of pinch it in half here. Then you're just able to squeeze both sides of it. Just make sure it's not gonna come out. Shake that bad boy up. And I'm just gonna kind of knead that up in there. I'm sure anybody that's actually into baking is having a heart attack right now watching this. A little bit more water. As you can see, it's a little bit looking a little dry in there. Yep, you can definitely smell that yeast going to work. All right, footage ran out, or storage for the footage ran out on our internal storage. We got the SD card, which is now going to work, so I have quite a bit of room on there. I think this bread is almost good. Just kind of kneading it up in there. We're gonna leave that in our bin for a little while. Give it a few hours to rise. Hopefully that turns into some good bread dough. Got our bread dough resting now. Gonna give that a few hours. Then I'm just gonna be hanging out around camp. So yeah, catch you guys when it's dinner time. All right, amigos, it's now 4 o'clock and I've been playing my guitar for a while. It's been just nice hanging out. And I saw the bread and I realized now that it's been rising, this is a lot more bread than I expected. So what we're gonna do now is make like just a little bit of bread. I'm not gonna make a ton, but I really, really want some bread and honey butter right now. So I'm gonna make like a bread burger. I'm just not much of a burger, it's like a burger patty. Like picture that. And I'm just gonna toss that thing on the cast iron. It's gonna be so good, I can't wait. So we're gonna do that. All right, amigos. All right, we're gonna get this pan on the heat. Ooh, gosh, that is hot. Hot, 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 brother, hot. All right, I got my dough here. Got a little bit of flour in here to keep my hands not covered in dough. Got some flour hands. All right, that's what we're looking for right there. We're gonna kind of have to take this cast iron on and off the fire because the fire is way too hot. So, it should be at a good temperature. There she goes. All right, I'm gonna cook this for a while longer. I'm gonna say that this is just about done. I think it looks good, just a little bit. Get it just about how Luke does it, you know? I think that looks pretty good. I poked through it on the inside with the little chopstick to see how cooked it actually was. It's actually pretty cooked through, so. That was very good. All right, I'm gonna let this thing cool down for a bit, and then we're gonna dig in. All right, guys, bread's done cooling. I think it'll be just about ready to eat. And so I'm mixing up some more honey butter. Just put a good half stick of butter in there. And you may think it's crazy to make this much honey butter, but I can't think of anything I'm gonna use honey on that wouldn't also be great with butter. So that looks perfect. All right, cheers. Got that on there. I've been wanting to know what that tasted like for years, and I have to say, that was so good. Oh my gosh. Holy. I think if I had to pick one meal to have forever, the rest of my life, it would be this right here. All right, let's go sit by the fire and eat this. It's finally dinner time. It's been a nice chill day. This has been a pretty good day actually. Had a lot of fun. You know, Andy finally got back from his hike up there. That right there. So this peak right here, if you look just at the top of that, he was just below the top of that. You couldn't get to the top from where he was. But we finally got black beans going on the fire. They've been going for like 30 minutes. I didn't really put anything in the video for that because the black beans just take so long to cook. Once they're getting close to being done, we're just gonna toss the rice in there and then cook the rice in there. It's gonna be like black rice by the end of it. But I mean, who cares? We're gonna have chicken in there, corn in there, chipotle sauce, a bunch of seasonings. We're filming this now. We just finished the rice and beans. It just finished cooking. And then we just added a can of corn in there, a couple cans of chicken. Just gonna get that seasoned up. You wanna pass me the chipotle sauce and the garlic powder, please? A good amount of garlic powder in there. It's got nice rice, it's got the black beans, chicken, corn. Got a lot of seasoning. Something you get at Chipotle. It's a burrito bowl. That's delicious. My headlamp died if you can't tell, which is why I'm holding this. But Yeah, I think it's great. How do you like it, Andy?
It's good. It's I don't know. I'm hungry. It's really good though.
God. All right. Well, we're both enjoying dinner. We're gonna finish this up and hang out by the fire for a little bit longer, and that should be it for the day. It's midnight now, so we're just about ready to go to sleep. We're both really tired. I mean, this was a great day. I had a lot of fun filming the video. Thank you to anyone who did watch, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next vlog.